Protesting youths blocked vehicular movements at the Suleja end of the popular Abuja-Kaduna Expressway this morning to protest the recent attack and kidnap of about 12 persons from Guraka town in Niger State by armed bandits. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, President Muhammadu Buhari ordered the Nigerian flag to be flown at half-mast in all public buildings, facilities and official residences for 3 days in honor of the late Chief of Army Staff, Ibrahim Attahiru, and 10 other officers who died in a plane crash on Friday night. The President also approved Monday, May 24, 2021, as a work-free day for members of the armed forces. This was announced in a statement signed by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, released on Sunday night. Recall that the Chief of Army Staff and the military officers were on official assignment to Zaria, Kaduna State, when the military plane crashed at the Kaduna airport. The burial ceremony of the victims was held at the National Military Cemetery in Abuja. However, President Muhammadu Buhari and his vice, Yemi Osibanjo, were both absent from the event. At number 9, gunmen attacked Dong community in Jos South local government area of Plateau at about 8 p.m. yesterday and killed 7 persons. In a statement on Monday, the Plateau State Police Public Relations Officer, Uba Ogaba, said the police received a distress call concerning the incident. He said a combined team of policemen, personnel of Operation Safe Haven, and vigilante operatives mobilized to the scene, but the hoodlums had fled into the bush. He added that investigation was ongoing and that security had been beefed up in the area. At number 8, a bill seeking the discontinuation of the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) has passed second reading at the floor of the House of Representatives. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria Alteration Bill 2020, which is seeking to repeal the NYSC Act, is sponsored by Honorable Awaji Inombek Abiante. In his proposal, Abiante listed the various reasons why the NYSC scheme should be scrapped. Some of the reasons he listed include incessant killing of innocent corps members in some parts of the country due to banditry, religious extremism and ethnic violence. Public and private agencies and departments are no longer recruiting able and qualified Nigerian youths. At number 7, 7 vehicles, 50 generating sets and other equipment were burnt down when hoodlums attacked the Independent National Electoral Commission headquarters in Anambra State on Sunday night. It was gathered that the attackers, who first fired shots at the B Division of the Nigeria Police Force close to the INEC office, abandoned 3 Hilux vans when they could not match the firepower of the police. 8 rifles consisting of AK-47 and pump action, as well as live ammunition and items of clothing and berets, were recovered from the attackers. Although unconfirmed reports allege that 4 of the attackers were gunned down, the Commissioner of Police in Anambra State, Christopher Owolabi, said on Sunday that the command had started searching hospitals in and around Awka, the state's capital, for the wounded attackers who allegedly fled with injuries. At number 6, gunmen unleashed terror on 4 council wards of Katsina-Ala local government area of Benue State over the weekend, killing at least 100 people. It was gathered that over 100 dead bodies were recovered from many villages in the 4 council wards between Saturday and Sunday. Most of the corpses were recovered from the bush. Confirming this, a spokesman of the Katsina-Ala Council Chairman, Tetsi Benga, alleged that the gunmen invaded several communities on Saturday and burnt down houses. The chairman of Katsina-Ala local government area, Alfred Atera, also confirmed the incident to newsmen. At number 5, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson and his fiancée Carrie Simons has set July 30th, 2022 as their wedding date. The Sun tabloid reported this on Monday. The report said the couple has already sent save-the-date cards to guests after delaying the wedding due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Johnson's partner, Simons, is a 33-year-old former head of communications for the Conservative Party. She gave birth to their son Wilfred in April 2020. At number 4, unknown hoodlums have set ablaze the Igboeze South local government area office of the Independent National Electoral Commission in Enugu State. This is the second attack on INEC facilities in the state in a space of 1 week. Last week, the INEC headquarters in the state was attacked and vehicles and other valuables were set on fire. It was gathered that in the recent attack, the hoodlums arrived at the INEC office at about 10:45 p.m. last night and set the office on fire. Community sources told journalists on Monday that the hoodlums succeeded in burning one of the rooms in the office before the state fire service arrived at the scene to put out the fire. The head of the Enugu State Fire Service, Okudili Oha, confirmed the attack, adding that the situation had been brought under control. At number 3, the Federal Road Safety Corps (FRC), the police and other security agencies have begun Operation Raid in a bid to rid the Federal Capital Territory of unlicensed Okada and Keke riders. The FRC Sector Commander Samuel Ochi, who spoke on Monday in Abuja, said the operation would focus on disobedient road traffic offenders in the nation's capital city. He said, "We know that many of the motorcycles and tricycle riders did not register their keke napep and bikes properly and thereby indulge in activities that could threaten the security of the FCT." According to him, the operation was to ensure that all offenders committing traffic offences such as overloading, driving against traffic, beating of the traffic lights, among others, were brought to book. At number 2, the Commissioner for Agriculture in Sokoto State, Alhaji Azika Tureta, is dead. He died at the age of 62 after a protracted illness. The ministry's public relations officer, Mukta Dodo Iya, confirmed his death in Sokoto, saying the deceased died early this morning at the Usman Danfodio University Teaching Hospital, leaving behind 2 wives and 7 children. Tureta was once a member representing Tureta local government area in the Sokoto State House of Assembly, before becoming a federal lawmaker representing Bodinga, Dangeshuni, Tureta Federal Constituency. Preparations for his burial have commenced in his hometown. Finally, at number 1, protesting youths blocked vehicular movement at the Suleja end of the popular Abuja-Kaduna Expressway this morning to protest the recent attack and kidnap of about 12 persons from Guraka town in Niger State by armed bandits. The bandits stormed Guraka town in Tafa local government area and other neighboring villages on motorcycles at about 7:30 a.m. today, shooting sporadically into the air. Some of the villagers were able to escape, while few others who were trapped were abducted. Hours after the attack, youths, mostly from villages adjoining the highway, marched in protest against incessant attacks by bandits and kidnappers on their communities. The blocked highway affected commuters coming in and going out of Abuja through the Kaduna Expressway. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.